What's happening, YouTube? On the trails, my peeps out there.
Got 8 minutes.
We got 8 minutes till the October 2nd, right? It's the October, yeah, 2nd, yeah, October 2nd. Back-to-back tournaments. We didn't get no footage on the fishing today compared to last week. We got a little bit, you know. You just seen that last video. It just came out here. That was our October, our first tournament there, the September 25th. So I'll get my dates right here at one of these points. But we're going into weigh-ins for our October 2nd. It's our second fall tournament. We just thought we'd do a quick video here and bring you guys along with us. Gpa Buzz over here, he filled in for Jackson. Jackson's been playing some fall baseball, so he's missed out a little bit on the fall tournament, but he'll be back in action on our last fall tournament at the end of the month, and then we got our classic coming up. So we're trying to qualify, we're trying to get in, and I think today we might have a decent bag. So we put some fish together. We're going to do a little fish clean and cook later on, so stick with us. You're on the trails.
Taking the fish out, we probably get them weighed in. That's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. There's six. There's seven.
One, two, 5, 6 and 7's in the box. I said don't move. Man. Worried I got a gun or something? Huh?
I don't know what the hell you were doing. I don't know who it was at first.
Minnows were on fire today.
Was he?
Yeah.
Good.
We missed a couple big ones. This guy, come see him. Come see him. Eastside Bait Dow. Appreciate it, man. Good guys.
You guys got a 493 one.
Yeah. You don't mind doing it?
They don't even know what the hell.
I figured that much.
Sam and Becker. Back here. Fourth place, we had a tie. Moyer and Bird and Team Buzzard. Still 7:30 start.
Go split some of this up. Let's go get chicken nuggets at McDonald's.
Okay.
2 weeks, still 7:30 start.
Kyle, what you like?
Tilton.
Tilton.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Here's your winner. Teammate back here. He's cleaning up this beautiful Ranger back here. You guys had what? Wait, there he is.
Photobomb.
There we go.
Total weight of 530.
530 and your big
And
fish?
we got big fish 151.
151 here at Grandlake St. Mary's.
Nice
Awesome.
fish. Nice
All right,
fish.
congrats, dude.
Thank
Are you
you.
spending your money all in one place? More bait and tackle?
I'm saving it.
There we go. All right, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back on the trails. So, 5th tournament is in the books. One more to go to finish up our fall season here at Grandlake St. Mary's. You saw those guys there. Pound-and-a-half fish. That's a good fish. A lot of 7 counts on the board. We've done much better than the last tournament. We put a little bit of something together, which with a couple tournaments left to go, we fished the first hour and a half and then made a move. Actually made 2 moves once we kind of put our pattern together and figured out where these fish were setting at. So feeling pretty good. Those fish will probably stay in that pattern the next couple weeks, and we'll get our 6th tournament in, and then hopefully, you know, be in that classic. And that's I think top 15, something like that. I'm not real sure. The Grandpa Buzz and myself, we had a blast, you know, last night doing a little pre-fishing, and then today getting out there and having at it. So, you know, Eastside Bait and Tackle over there, you know, go check him out. He's got a great little shop over there. Anything and everything you could possibly need. Cat fishing, bass fishing, crappie fishing, all kinds of baits. Plus, that Bruce, he's the director of our tournament, and he makes his own bait. So B&M Baits, look him up, find him at the tackle shop. Got some great baits out there on it, a whole line of them. So our tournament turned out real well. We made the we got into a payout, so we ended up being in 4th place. We tied with 494 was our count. Our big fish was 9.1, I think, 0.91. So we finished up in the top 4, and we'll take that. We'll take a little cash home with us, and, you know, great job to everybody out there in the tournament. Great group of guys out there. It's awesome. It was windy out there and choppy and rough, and everybody made it back in safe. So thanks for joining us again on the trails. Encourage everybody, find your own. Welcome back. We're on the trails. Recap and kind of just touch in here today. We've finished up our 5th tournament on Grandlake St. Mary's. Got back here to the house, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this video and share with you some more tips and things like that we do, just going out and having fun and enjoying the day on the lake, or, you know, out in the woods or on the hiking trail or something like that. You know, just getting outside, being outside. So hang with me here. So I thought I'd do something special. One, got to go over some of the tackle that we use. I know I didn't get all that in the footage. I'm gonna actually show you what we were using today. It's getting late in the season, and, you know, everybody has their own little tricks of the trade, but in many ways it's all the same. Some of the techniques are a little different, some of the target points are different. Still not going to really key in on where we were at and what we got ourselves into, but definitely going to share the fish with you here, because adding to this video, I wanted to do a catch and clean. So take this now. Viewer discretion is advised. There will be knives involved, probably a little bit of blood, a couple cold drinks, and of course I still have some donuts left over. It is getting a little late, and, you know, dinner time. So I'm going to share this with you here today. We'll kind of show you how we clean our crappie. Most generally we're throwing them back, you know, especially after the tournaments and things like that. Those big ones, pound plus, we're throwing those back in the water. But it was time for a little fall fish fry. So we kept, I think we ended up with about 20 of them here. And we're going to go ahead and clean them up, show you kind of how we clean them. A little old school, don't get the electric knives and things like that. So maybe a little education here, learn how to clean a crappie. Don't hesitate to go out there and you know, get your own. It's really simple, it's really easy. So we'll touch in with that. Appreciate you sticking with us. All right, welcome back on the trails. get the hands. All right, crappie on the table here on the cutting board. These were our 7 tournament fish today. Weighed in 494, fell just short of that 5-pound mark. I'm gonna go over the rig here and show you basically exactly what we were using. Again, shout out to our Eastside Bait and Tackle friends. They're in St. Mary's, Ohio. He's kind of off the beaten path a little bit, but I tell you what, he takes care of us, takes care of his fishermen. He loves the fish, got a lot of tips and input and things like that he'll help you out with over there. So go see our friends at Eastside Bait and Tackle, and you will find everything here on the table that we use today to catch these crappie. Bruce, shout out to you. He's our tournament director down there at Grandlake, St. Mary's in the crappie series. He has B&M crappie baits. I'll tell you right now, there's some good looking baits and things like that. I took this purple tail bait here. That was basically what we used today. So B&M baits. So our rig today, we were basically real simple here. We got a bobber stopper, this little bead up here. We got the half inch just cork. You can peg these with a stick. They slide up and down, so you can set your depth basically here with the little slip that slides up. Your cork slides up, slides down. We put a little quarter split shot there. You can see that. And then we used our B&M split tail purple, a little bit of glitter in it, and this little quarter size pink jig head. That's what we were using today. We were setting anywhere from 18 inches all the way down to 6 to 10 inches, to be honest with you. So again, a big thanks to Eastside Bait and Tackle. There's the number, get a hold of them, give it a try. It's a real simple rig. We were using 4-pound, 6-pound test line. So 10-foot fly rods, get the job done. All right, welcome back here on the trails. We're doing our end of tournament, October 2nd. We're doing our catch and clean, and we'll get into our cook a little bit later here on another show. Kind of show you a couple of our secret recipes here and how we like to fix them up. Again, I apologize for the wind. It's just that time of the year. It's breezy, and it's relaxing. Get outside and spend the time while it's still nice out. And if it gets cold, go out and do some trapping or do some hunting or something like that. That'll keep you warm. Right now, last chance, last warning. If you don't like the blood and guts and things like that, it's not too bad though. Cleaning fish, pretty easy, but it might be a challenge for some folks. These fish are clean. There's nothing wrong with these fish. They're healthy. The colors in them, things like that, you can't beat it. These fish have been on ice. We ice them down after we catch them. We decide to clean them. We get a bag of ice, drain the water off of them, and throw them on ice. They get nice and cold, and they actually firm up, so it makes it a little bit easier. Spring fish, late winter fish, they tend to that's the time of the year to catch them, but during the summer and coming off the summer months, they get warm. Meat gets a little bit mushy, but water temp was 68 degrees today, cooling down nice. We still throw them on ice if we're going to keep them and clean them. So first cut, taking a knife. Don't make fun of me if my knife is dull, because I just sharpened them up and I need to check and see where we're at here. But that first cut, we're just going to go behind this gill plate and behind this fin right here. So we're going to start here and come across and take that line right on down. Now I'm just going to use the tip of my knife to get in there just a little bit. I'm going to go down until I hit that spine. I feel that spine column that runs right down the middle here on the side of this fin. Got this dorsal fin right here. Okay, so we go there and we just make that cut in. I'm going to spin them around here. Now we want to go right down the back side of that spine. We're following the lines all the way down the tail. Once we get down to about right in here, we're going to go all the way through. Watch your hand. I like to keep my hands back and out of the way. Sharp knife, go slow, take your time. Don't be afraid of this. But I'm just using the tip of my knife and following that spinal column right down the back of the fish. Like I said, once I get down here, I'm gonna make sure I'm on this side, this upper side of the tail, and I'm gonna bring my knife through. That's where you gotta be real careful. Where's your hand? Always know where that's at. Always know where the blade's at. And I'm gonna come right out the end of the tail just like that. Now I'm gonna open this up a little bit, and here's where it's gonna get a little bloody at times, but it's usually not too bad. You're gonna see that these fish are nice and clean coming out of the lake. It's white meat. Crappie are absolutely delicious. It hurts me to tournament fish and looking at, you know, taking these fish out of the lake. But you know what? It helps some of them fish grow. Some of them smaller ones get a little bit bigger. Getting some of them out, and I'm just following down. I'm feeling the rib cage here. There's a rib cage that runs, you know, along the side of them. I'm just taking the tip of that knife and going across the top of that rib cage, get this fillet opened up here. Down there at the bottom, and I just finish that off. Put that over here. All right, now we're at this point. I have this little tool here. Just allows me to basically pin this fillet down here. Now I'm gonna go in and just go along that skin on the back side, nice and flat, and I'm just going to work this knife back and forth until this whole fillet comes off. I'll start here, keeping my fillet knife flat as possible, and it will just it'll take that fillet right off, and this little tool here is helping me hold it down. Sometimes it does slip out. Get another bite. Stop where you're at, get another bite on there, another grip, and that fillet will come right off there. Okay, so pretty easy. There's our fillet. There we go. Almost ran out of room in my bowl, pretty much did. But so what we'll do is we'll rinse these off really good. Put them in a little bit bigger bowl so they have a little more room. Really salt them down. Add some lemon juice to them. Let them soak overnight, and then basically we can vacuum seal them, you know, for, you know, few meals here, or like I said, we'll probably catch you here later on with our cook, and we'll go through a couple recipes that we like to do again here on the trails. Get out there and get you a mess of them. You know, you'll be surprised. Right now it's a good time to go because the fish are really starting to pick up. All right, so on the trails, fans, that'll pretty much wrap this one up. We did our 5th crappie tournament's in the book. We did pretty well. I think we had like 20 fish here that we kept. I think we caught 30, 40 fish today easily. You know, we didn't get any of that action in. We just wanted to kind of keep a short film going here. Decided that we had our luck. Filled the cooler up a little bit to say, and decided, you know what, let's keep some, let's eat some. We haven't really done any catch and cook or anything like that, or catch and clean. So again, thanks for joining us here on the trails. We'll see you on our next adventure.